Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to study statistics. Number 19, we are told that the table below shows marks scored by applicants for various positions in an interview. We have the marks here grouped in classes. Then we have the number of people scoring the given range of marks. We are told to draw an ogive to represent the given data. An ogive is also called a cumulative frequency curve. Therefore, for us to come up with a cumulative frequency curve, then we need a row here which will have cumulative frequencies. So cumulative frequencies for this given data. The first frequency is 4. Then when we add 4 and 18, we're going to get 22. 22 we add to 22, we're going to get 44. 44 we add to 24, we're going to get 68. Yeah, 68 we add to 16, we're going to get 84, that is. Then 84 added here, we're going to get 96. The 96 added to 4, we're going to get 100. So we have total of 100 applicants. With the cumulative frequencies now, we need to draw cumulative frequency against the marks. So let me start here. This axis is going to have cumulative frequencies, CF. Then the horizontal axis is going to have the marks. The horizontal axis is going to have the marks. This one is going to have the marks. So instead of breaking the axis for these, we'll have marks here. Instead of breaking the axis, I can have the lower class boundary intersecting with the horizontal axis. The lower boundary here, which is 19.5, intersecting with the vertical axis. So the first value here will be 19.5. So I'll begin with 19.5, and because we should plot boundaries against the cumulative frequencies, I will begin from 19.5. That class goes up to 29.5. Let me hold the paper in the other way around so that I may write with some good digits. From 29.5, I should go to 39.5. From 39.5, I should go to 49.5. From 49.5, I should go to 59.5, the other upper boundary, 59.5. From 59.5, I should go to 69.5. From 69.5, I should go to 79.5. From 79.5 to 89.5, then we can have an extra range of 99.5. So that is how the upper boundaries will be. Now I'm going to plot these upper boundaries, the frequencies, that is, and because they are going up to 100, I can use intervals of 10. So from 0, I can have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So those are the cumulative frequencies and the class boundaries. The first one, we will have the upper boundary as 29.5 against 4. So 29.5 will go against 4, and 4 is here. This is where 4 is. After 1, because the 5 dots are representing 10, then each one will represent 2 people. So 4 is here. 39.5 is going against 22. So 22 is somewhere here. 49.5 is going against 44, and 44 is here. Yeah, that's where 44 will be. 59.5 will go against 68, and 68 is going to be here just below 70. 69.5 will go against 84. So 69, just a minute. We have skipped 59, which is going against 68 here. 68 there. Then we will have now 69.5 going against 84. So this one should go against 84, and 84 is somewhere here. Therefore, this coordinate is not supposed to be here. Let me do away with it. The next is going to be 79.5 against 96. So 79.5 against 96. 96 is a value at this point. Yeah. Then finally we are having 89.5 against 100. 89.5 against 100 at that point. So that is how the data is distributing itself. We're going to have the cumulative frequency curve now, like that. So I will start from here, and I join the dots until I come up with the smooth Ogive. This curve is called Ogive, or the cumulative frequency curve. So this is the curve we intend to come up with, and it is here, cumulative frequency curve, or the Ogive. Using your Ogive, estimate the median. Median is the mark scored by the middle student. So the middle student, if the total are 100, we'll divide it by 2 and get 50. So the 50th student, according to this graph, the 50th student is here, and we're going to make a line until we intersect the curve. Then now, after intersecting the curve, now we go down. After intersecting the curve, we go down until we see that mark where the curve is intersected by the 50th student. So the mark at this point, remember, from 49.5 to 59.5, we have 10 divisions. So each division means 2 marks. So we are going to have, because we are in the mid of the first square, it is only 1 mark we are adding to 49.5. So I'm going to use 49.5 and I add 1 mark. This is going to be 50.5. So the median is 50.5 marks. That is the middle mark. The other thing is the quartile deviation. For us to obtain what we call quartile deviation, we need to get Q1, we need to get Q3, we subtract, then we divide them by 2. Q1 is the first quarter, and the first quarter of 100 will mean the first 25. So the first 25 are going to have, if this is 20 and this is 30, then 25 is somewhere at the center. So I draw my line somewhere at the center. So what I'm having here is again, when I'm standing at 39.5, I had 1 mark and I'll be at 40.5. So Q1 is 40.5. Q3 is the 3/4 of this data. So 3/4 of 100 student will be 40, 3/4 of the data, which is 3/4 of 100, is going to be 79. So 75, sorry. So 75 is in the mid of 70 and 80. So 75 is going to be in the mid of 70 and 80. So the mid of 70 and 80 is here. So I draw a line, and where it cuts the graph, now I read the marks there. I read the marks there. So I'm going to have 59.5, and I add 2 marks, then 1 mark. So I'm going to add 3 here. This is 2 marks and 1 mark. So I'm going to have 62.5 is the Q3. 62.5. Now for us to get quartile deviation, I need Q3 minus Q1, and I divide them by 2. So 62.5 minus 40.5, then I divide by 2. 62.5 minus 40.5, then I divide, I'm getting 22, then I divide by 2. This should give us exactly 11. So 11 is the quartile deviation. Finally, we have the range of marks scored by the middle 40% of applicant. Middle 40% means for us to remain with middle 40, remember the remaining percentage is 60. So we divide 60 by 2 to have 30%. So 30% from the bottom, the first 30%, and the last 30% from the top. So from 100, the first 30% will take us to 70%, and from 0, the first 30% will take us to 30. Therefore, we will have from 0 to 30%, then from 70% to 100%, we'll have the other 30. So we have 30% here and 30% here. So that the middle 40% now is between that. So the range is between, the range of the middle 40 is between 30% and 70%. So 30% will have marks which are equal to the first 30. The first 30 are going to be scoring, the first 30 are scoring exactly, when we add 2 to 39, they are scoring 41.5. 41.5 marks. And the 70th percent, or the 70th percentile, is going to be at 59.5. 59.5. So the middle 40% is ranging from 41.5 to 59.5 Thank you for following. Subscribe and share.